About things that don't bring joy. Can I tell you a little story?
Do tell.
I need to tell you a story. Welcome to Story Time on the 802.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tell you a little story because I've done a bit of a deep dive here
Yes.
into a lovely young woman called Lana Delicate Ray.
Oh my God, who is she?
Now, Lana, God bless her. Lana is a recording artist. I heard she makes albums for gays with depression. And now, my engagement with Lana Del Rey prior the story I'm about to tell was primarily when I'm talking to a cute guy in a club and he says he's a fan of Lana Del Rey and I have to pretend to know who she is. I have one song from Lana Del Rey, I think, the Summertime Sadness one, and I was like, okay, well, she's trying to make us all sad in the summer this month. So I'm going to take you back because you need some context here. I'm going to take you back to the 13th of May this month, 6 days after my birthday, if anyone would like to make a note for next year. And the Billboard Hot 100 in the US charting for the Hot 100 songs of the week, there is a groundbreaking, record-smashing achievement where Doja Cat, who... she's on the good side of this one, but...
Yes, but that's a moment, and we will not...
I'm going to say Nicki Minaj and Co. are on the top spot with the Say So remix, followed by Megan and Beyonce with the Savage remix at number 2. I personally would have put them number 1 and swapped them around, but, you know, if it's got Beyonce's name on it, I always think it should be successful.
I agree.
So it's the first time in Billboard 100 history that the top 2 spots have been occupied by 4 named black women. On the 17th
we love
of May,
to see it.
We genuinely love to see it.
We love to see it.
It was coming out of my mouth sarcastic, and I was like, "Why am I being sarcastic? I actually like this." On the 17th of May, Kehlani releases "It Was Good Until It Wasn't," which debuts at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200. Their album,
which is a great album, by the way. If you don't know who Kehlani is, get into the gig because she has been making music for time, and it's good.
It's the music you want to listen to at like that weird witching hour on a Sunday.
Yes.
2 p.m. and you don't know what you're doing, and you just want to listen to it, and it's kind of warm, and the sun's up, and you're just like, you've probably had a drink, so you're having a good time. So basically what I'm saying here is the black women are winning. Okay, black girls are winning in music. And then we get to the 21st of May, where we have a nice little time where just like chilling in quarantine, like we're all getting through it. And then Lana Del Rey decides that she's going to drop something on us to make us all talk. Okay.
Get into this gig.
I was going to read you this whole thing, but I've looked at it again. And firstly, I don't care. And secondly, I don't want to. So I'm just going to read you the first bit. Question for the culture. We're going to pause.
Good.
We're going to pause at question for the culture. Miss Del Rey, she knows who she's talking to when she says question for the culture. Nick, who's she talking
to? We all know it's the boys on the girls, gays, women, men of color.
That OC is important here.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we know the demographic she was going for, but let me continue. Let's build the foundation to why she is irrelevant. Go.
We're here. Okay. Lana begins. I don't know how Lana Del Rey speaks, so I'm just going to talk it in my voice. Now that Doja Cat, Ariana, she who must not be named, Cardi B...
No, stop.
Go on.
Make it a bit more monotone and depressive, because that voice of hers sounds like a sheep is being raped.
Whoa! Okay.
That's the tea. That's the tea. But, hey, keep going.
Nick said ridiculous rattle. Now that Doja Cat, Ariana, Camilla, Cardi B, Kehlani, and Nicki Minaj. Okay, my first problem here is that she says, and Nicki Minaj and Beyonce.
Yes.
Which is just difficult to read. But anyway, and Nicki Minaj and Beyonce have had number 1s with songs about being sexy, wearing no clothes, fucking cheating, etc. Can I please go back to singing about being embodied, feeling beautiful by being in love, even if the relationship is not perfect, or dancing for money, or whatever I want, without being crucified or saying that I'm glamorizing abuse? And then she keeps going. Read it, it's all, you can find it. Read it yourself.
I was done.
My quick question, first time I saw this was like, is that not what you've been singing about? When did you stop? When did you stop singing about being embodied and feeling beautiful and being in love even in a relationship that is not perfect?
Exactly.
Has there been a change? Somebody tell me, because I genuinely do not know. But essentially, what Del Rey has decided to do here is she's taken what she's trying to say. I'm going to give some benefit of the doubt here, is that she sings about topics that people would consider a little bit dangerous, because she's not always about like women have to be these strong, powerful, upstanding individuals. Like they can have flaws, they can be delicate. Ooh, delicate. We're gonna get into that one.
Ooh, delicate.
Oof. They can sing about like softer things. They can sing about situations that aren't perfect and mistakes that they can make, and they can make a choice to be in scenarios, and that she shouldn't get like shat on for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What she actually said was, these black bitches have been getting successful, like singing about wearing no clothes and like hanging out with their coochies out and getting up on a pole and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm here singing about soft things and love and relationship, true artistic things, and I'm getting shit on. And not only am I getting shit on, I'm not being successful. What about me? What about the role of Lana Del Rey in these black women's success? Where am I in this?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She keeps going. She introduces the word delicate, which, madam, this is a master class. Because all she's doing is like, hey, black people, I'm talking about the black people that you like, and I'm saying that they're strong women, which by strong, obviously, we mean like angry and black and sexual and all of these things. Whereas I'm unique and white and beautiful and soft and happy. Well, not happy, clearly. And I sing about all these things that matter. And everyone should be on my side for it. Lana, but no one was talking about you. Now I have to talk about you. Well, I don't have to. I've chosen to, which means this has worked, which is I'm also annoyed by. But this is what happens.
I'll give you my 2 cents when you're finished. I will give you my 2 cents. But keep going. Keep going.
She gets feedback, obviously, from black women who understand how racial coding works, understand how this stuff works, understands what she's actually saying here, why she's chosen to mention these people. She gets feedback. And then she follows that up. And this is where I'm like, please stop talking. Just stop writing. Somebody take the typewriter away from her. Because nothing.
Log off.
Nothing.
Log off.
Despite the feedback that I've heard from several people that I mentioned in a complimentary way, whether it be Ariana or Doja Cat, I want to say that I remain firm in my clarity and stance, and that what I was writing was the importance of self-advocacy for the more delicate and often dismissed, softer female personality. And then she gets it wrong that third wave feminism is rapidly approaching when it already happened. Like, that's just a quick Google. Google is
exactly. But Lana, let's remind you something real quick. You're the one who talk about Born to Die, which amplifies suicide. Firstly, that's one. You then sing about being in love with Harvey Weinstein, and you glamorize this white picket fence life you also dream of, when in reality the music that you make is taken from a box of stuff that we black folk do not even want to buy.
Also, you can do that. You can sing about all that stuff. Be happy. Have your white picket fence. Have your awful husband that hates you, if that's what you want. Sing about it. Be sad. Be happy. Just do it over there, and don't just leave these girls to be happy over here.
My whole thing is with her is right. I understand that you might feel a little bit left in the dark. We understand that, but my advice to you, Miss Del Taco, whoever her name is, get on these girls' levels, because each of these girls have worked their butts off to get a little bit of fame and make sure that they stay relevant now.
Still get feedback on everything and get criticized for everything, not just for being sexual, which, as if a black woman is sexual, it's read differently than if a white woman is sexual.
Yes.
Anytime they open up their emotion. But she mentioned Beyonce, like Beyonce has never been given a negative bit of feedback or criticism in her life.
Thank you.
There was a boycott Beyonce movement. Mama sold shirts at the Formation World Tour.
Yes, I know, right?
Saying,
but you know,
Beyonce, I did not buy one, and I regret it to this day.
Do you know what? Do you know what's even funnier? The fact that this is from a female artist. Like female artists, as we all know, female artists on a whole, they always say that they have it a little bit harder than male counterparts, which is fine. This was your moment, Miss Del Rey, to amplify your peers and work together rather than bring down the people beside you. Sis, you don't look good. You don't look good. You don't look good you don't look good at all. So what you could do is go back to eating your food with black pepper and salt, because we all know you don't know nothing about culture. Two, sing songs that people might listen to, not elevator music that makes me want to hang myself. Three, if you're so bothered about the culture and stuff, well then don't sing, don't say anything. What you can do is find a job working JC Penney's, hanging up t-shirts, because that's what you're good for. You ain't good for music because we ain't buying it. Not the gays, not me.
Oh, well, not some of the gays.
Some are, not me.
Okay, so
but
she makes this point. She makes this post.
Didn't she have a song with Ariana Grande called "Don't Call Me Angel"?
Yes, she did.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, and Miss Grande is now unfollowed. Miss Grande gave her some feedback. She did not like that feedback. So we're on the 23rd of May here with Lana's follow-up post, where she essentially says, I'm ignoring what all you people who know better than me about what I'm talking about are saying. I'm just going to keep saying these things. Again, with the coded language and the saying how she's so delicate and soft and personal. Lana then decides this typing thing's not working. Everyone's still getting mad at me. Okay, everyone's still. I'm just typing my little feelings. So now I'm gonna say them. So Lana jumps on her Instagram with a little video. It's 6 minutes long. If you want to watch it, I'm sure you can find it. I just picked up that she says. First of all, she says that this is the first time that she's ever shared something that she's thought to us. She thanks us for being so warm and welcoming to her. I was like, well, girl, if you were saying something that made any kind of sense, I'm sure we would have been. She makes it very clear that when she said she was talking about people who are like her, she didn't mean white. She meant fragile. But she also completely fails to recognize that every time she says fragile or delicate, we understand that as coded language to mean white.
Yes, thank you.
She mentions FKA Twigs now, and she says when FKA Twigs was on the poll, it's called art, but when Lana's on the poll, she's called a slut. To which I'm going to guess that when FKA Twigs was on a poll, first of all, it was artistic, but secondly, she probably was also called a slut. Probably worse than Lana got. Because again, this is a woman of color doing something sexual, which we all know, if you pay any kind of attention, is shat on repeatedly by thousands of people. Apparently the culture, by that I think she means us, want to turn her advocacy for fragility into a race war. It's kind of at that point that I lost my mind. I lost my mind watching that video. She's a good-intentioned girl who gets fucked up the ass by the culture. I think again she might mean us. I don't know who she's talking about there. Also, if we think that this was in any way racist, it says more about us than it does about her. She is not the enemy, and she's definitely not racist.